Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's Tom over at Gas. Today in the workshop we have got a Citroen Berlingo. (2019). The vehicle's in with us for engine management light. It's in limp mode, and it's got some DPF faults stored. I've had a look at this vehicle and ordered the parts we need to get it repaired. I thought I'd just do a short video, show you the fault codes, and if you have come across this fault before or you've got these fault codes, it might help some of you out. So I'll just show you the fault codes. I'm going to control unit, engine ECU, trouble codes, and then we've got a fault for our differential pressure. What I'll do is I'll just go all the way back to the beginning and I'll just show you what fault codes it came in with the other week. So we have a look here, we've got particle filter differential pressure implausible, so we've got that fault returned. Then we've got particulate filter detected to be absent, detected to be overloaded, and detected to be clogged. So what I'll do is I'll just go back again, I'll go back into the vehicle and we'll just have a look at the actual values. Go live data, I think we're on exhaust line information 2. And then if we have a look at the pressure, got 2 millibar, and we'll just rev it. So we're getting 7 millibar. 5. So it's not moving a great deal. We've got 10 there. And just let it return to idle. Back down to 2 millibar. But what I do is I'll send the vehicle up on the ramp and I'll just show you what I found underneath. So underneath the vehicle we've got our DPF, we've got our 2 pressure lines, and then we've got our DPF pressure sensor, which is held on with a nut on the bracket, and then we can pull this right down. So first thing I did is check the sensor. So I applied some pressure on both lines and watch the actual values. I'll just show you that again now. So what I do, I'll just get my meter vac and then I'll apply some pressure into the sensor and we'll have a look at our actual values and we'll check that that pressure moves. So hopefully you see that right. That was me just with the meter vac putting some pressure into the sensor and the actual values raised as expected, so we know that the sensor's good. So then what I've done is I've checked my exhaust back pressure, so I've put my pressure gauge onto the front one. I'll rev the vehicle up, I'm not getting no pressure whatsoever, so I'm starting to think, have I got a blockage, is this hose split? Visual inspection, hose is fine, no breaks on there. So what I've done next is I've whipped these pipes out, front and the rear. So what I'm going to do is I'll just whip this pipe off and I'll show you what I found. So when I apply some pressure into the pipe on the front, and you can hear that, we've got a restriction in this pipe. When the vehicle came in last week, I did remove the rubber section, tried getting a welding rod down the pipe, airline, but whatever's in there is about where this bend is. It was just block solid. So what I've done is I've ordered 2 new pipes. Like I say, the back one's fine, but just to be sure, I'm going to just fit 2. I think the pipe's about £20 to £30 each, so it's not a lot for that pipe. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get them fitted, and then we'll check our actual values after the repair. It's got the new pipes on now, connected everything back up, put the tray on, so I'll just bring it down and we'll recheck our actual values. Get rid of that beeping noise, shut the door. So we'll just start the vehicle up now. And we want to be looking at our differential pressure. So already 3-4 millibars, 12, 16, a lot more responsive now. Yeah, a lot more responsive. I'll just put the ignition on. Go back into our fault codes. And then we'll erase the code. Switch off for 30 seconds. And then that one is done. What I'll do is I'll give it a test drive. Before you only used to drive a mile or 2 down the road, and cycle the ignition and the engine management light be on. But if you have come across some fault codes, definitely check that your metal pipe isn't blocked. What I'll do later is I'll cut that pipe open, suspect a bit of carbon build-up in there, just got inside the pipe and blocked it. But hopefully that one is done. No fault codes now. Like I say, I'll give it a drive and give it back to the customer. I hope you found this short video useful. Hopefully if you've got a Citroen Berlingo and you've experienced them fault codes, let us know if it was the pipe or not. Obviously they're a quick check so we can test the sensors working. If you've got a diagnostic machine and you can look at the actual values, so we could roll that out straight away, and then yeah, just a matter of testing the rubber hoses and the metal pipes. So nice quick check and the vehicle is diagnosed and rectified. Hope you found this short video useful, and we'll see you on the next one.